It's funny. Sometimes golf's most difficult shots are the shortest ones. Who among us hasn't missed a 3-footer or a giant green from 80 yards out? When it comes to chipping and pitching, covering just 30 to 40 yards of air from a tight lie is a nightmare for some, even the game's greats. Just look at Tiger Woods a couple of years ago. A 14-time major champion armed with one of the best short games of all time was flubbing and sculling the ball all over the place. Woods has sorted himself out through hours and hours of practice. However, for us, there is help on the equipment front too, as wedge makers have come to understand the difficulty of those tight lie pitches.
Maybe in previous wedges it overlooked the significance of the impact where you catch it a little thin because either the tightness of the turf or because your technique isn't that great. And what we've got in this wedge, you can show it up here, there's a lower leading edge groove than we've ever had before. They call it the nippet groove, and that's there and it is actually very influential in creating spin when you don't quite create perfect contact.
That would be Callaway's Mac Daddy 4 wedge, one of several new scoring weapons on the market hoping to make around the green shots as easy as possible. In addition to the nippet groove, Callaway's latest Mac Daddies were designed with the understanding that different golfers have different swings, tendencies, and even play on different types of grass. That's why these wedges are available in 4 grinds, or sole shapes, including a new X grind that features a crescent sole that's ideal for steep swings and soft turf conditions. Perhaps no name is bigger in the wedge world than that of Canadian Bob Vokey. The Titleist Master Craftsman is well aware of the difficulties that touch shots entail, which is why versatility is the name of the game with the company's new Vokey Spin Milled 7 wedges, which come in 6 different sole grinds.
Some of our wedges, there's more bounce in the front, so that's better for square and slightly open pitches. And then we have more bounce in the back for soft bunkers, rough, and softer ground conditions like the shot you're talking about. It's trying to create a wedge sole that keeps you out of the ground, stops you from digging, and gives you the best shot you can get.
Progressive center of gravity, helping players to dial in flight and distance gapping, has become a hallmark of Vokey wedges, as has spin milled grooves, which are unique to each finish and loft. TaylorMade's new milled grind high toe wedge draws looks for just what its name entails, an unusually high toe portion of the club face, which raises the club's center of gravity to provide a lower shot trajectory. But to address turf interaction on shorter shots, TaylorMade rounded the belly of the sole at the leading edge to achieve a higher degree of bounce. Open up the club face and swing aggressively is what TaylorMade's engineers say the club allows you to do. Meanwhile, Ping has done something similar to Callaway with respect to grooves, adding a half groove to the bottom of the club face of its new Glide 2.0 Stealth wedges, which helps with the dreaded up and out of it motion, whereby the ball is hit low on the face. 4 sole grind options are offered, while specialized grooves increase spin on both full and partial shots. Lastly, Cleveland's Smart Sole 3.0 wedge is almost in the vein of those can't-miss-it clubs you see on infomercials. It's point and shoot, with its 3-tiered super wide sole designed for straight back and straight through motions. It's a bump and run club, basically, so for those who prefer the old Texas wedge from 30 yards off the green, the Smart Sole might be for you. Like any golf club these days, being fitted for your wedges is vital if you want to get the most out of them. In fact, since you're going to rely on them so much, they might be the most important sticks in your bag to get dialed in.